Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Martin Wong. And this morning, we will be exploring the US market. As many of you know, last week, we started to see the sell-off of the AI sector and the tech sector, and that has really pulled down a lot of the market. And many people are even talking about, is this correction and there's been an AI bubble and likely or not? Will there be a market crash from here? So we're going to be looking into some of these points that we just said it, and of course, do give us a thumbs up. And this morning, definitely we'll be looking at. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we were in Invest Fair, and thank you for those of you who came in. So we are really happy that we are able to get feedback from the public as well, some of you who are our users in here, and strengthening our Pentagon Guider as our algo in here. So just use Pentagon Guider to get your next trade idea with SmartRobie. And also on this coming 29th of November, and this is a SIDC CPE approved 10 points, and if you need those 10 points, do come to me and I'll be able to give this 4-hour course for a good investment, 168 ringgit, to sharpen your AI, using your AI analytics in the decision making and also trading in here. And this is some of our past winners have done pretty well in here when the market was really in a nice uptrend in here, and our monthly return is still ongoing. Check it out from our Trade VSA website, as well as our win rates for our SmartRobie in here. And of course, how to use SmartRobie. Generally, we're breaking the idea into the stock trade idea when you want to buy and sell, and also stock quote where you have the sub menu. You can study the FA, which is the fundamental, and also the TA, as well as other sentiment, and also looking at the market. And of course, one of the better features is the stock watch list, where you can put your watch list into SmartRobie, and when there is a green Pentagon to buy, you get that alert and you can buy them too. Alright, so this morning we'll be looking into the US market. So that will be our so-called theme for today in here, the US market. And of course, it's powered by Pentagon Guider, the patented algo that we have. Now, in our this morning SmartRobie tutorial series, we generally want to look at here are the 6 options. So you can click on the Robie chat, but make sure you switch on top there to US market. Alright, once you have US market, you get this 6 option just above my head here, S&P 500, right? And then you have the let me just bring my mouse here, and then the Robie collection is the fundamental for beginners. So you want to look at beginner stocks, and there's a trending stocks that is really moving up in stage 2, that is uptrending for the advanced user. For our beginners, you want to use the Pentagon Guider, beginner and advanced. Do take note, the Pentagon Guider are more suitable for those of you who are looking for trading purposes. Trading, and if you're investing, you want to have a profit target and start moving from there. Then we have the Premium Alert. Alright, the Premium Alert are those who want to trade shorter time frames, usually less than a week, and also the hot sectors. That is also advanced, where you want to check out what sector is hot. So you can click on hot sectors right now and take a look at it. So it's energy, okay, that's sort of give you a precursor: energy, healthcare, finance, and technology. The more current one here. So if you want to pick up any stocks, these are the one you want to be looking at. Alright, so now we want to move to the S&P 500 to know what's really happening last Friday. So you can see from here, gainer was FICO. Wow, then you have NVR, AutoZone, Booking.com, okay, up 40 US dollar. I thought it was up 40%. So you got the Texas Pacific Energy, right? A lot of energy sectors. We saw the hot sectors, right? Communication down 8% in here, big decline. Tesla was down 3%. Healthcare was down. The big gainer, let's look at the big gainer here. Not much actually. You can see only one, which is the technology stock, is FICO. Okay, of course the bigger volume here are your Nvidia, Pfizer, Tesla, the Spider, the S&P 500, and also Intel. Intel was up 2.3% in here. Interesting enough, that is now backed by the US government. Okay, so you can see from here, let me just turn this off. This is the entire menu driven. So you can see S&P 500, you got the S&P US market today, the S&P 500 top volume, which is the one we just saw. And then you have the Robie FA stock, which actually look at the, those are rated 4. So you can check it out in a trending stock, top trending stock. But our focus right now will be the Pentagon Guider. We just done the US market, and we're going to move on to the Pentagon Guider right now. All right, so for the Pentagon Guider, so let me just bring it in here, our checklist. So we go switch on to Pentagon Guider, hit that button there, all right, Pentagon Guider. And we have a whole list of stocks. So usually what I do, I have picked up these stocks for you. And then from then onwards, we sort of look at some of our past trade and see. Now remember, just now we look at the hot sectors, right? The really hot one is energy. So things like CVX may be good, and also utilities. All right, tech is number 4. So right now you want to be focusing on energy sectors because that's the one seems to be moving up. So what I did was I looked at some of the stocks that I feel was still in a very nice uptrend. Right? Of course, you can also select based on the hot sectors, which will give you better odds in there. But that was my rationale this morning in here to pick those stocks that is trending up. Okay, so we done the Pentagon Guider. So these are the Google Sheets. Okay, let me just turn this off, where you will see right now, I'll move on to the Google Sheets, how you can plan some of the idea that you collect from SmartRobie, and you have a checklist. So this is how it looks like, right? In here, let me just go to the US market for the 10th of November. So we have the date. I picked IBM and GM. Okay, so if you look at IBM, I'll bring back the chart here to show you. Okay, so we will scroll up IBM. There you go. Item number 8. So click on IBM, and we'll look at stock chart, stock comment. So some of the Excel spreadsheet that you see on the chart here on my page here is those information I collected. All right, hit the stock. So it has a good win rate of 85.7%. So let's rotate the chart like your handphone, and you can see the market really makes up here around the $300 US, right? As it's been up almost 20%, close to about 40%. So the market has a good stable in here at around, what price is this? This is about $308. Okay, $308, 306. It closed at 306. Okay, tonight let's see whether we'll see a rebound in the Nasdaq. Oh yeah, I haven't checked the S&P 500, which is one of the things I'm supposed to do. Okay, we're going to go to S&P 500. I'm going to rotate the chart for you. So, and then we'll look at the chart here. So you can see S&P 500, the market didn't make higher up here, but pull back. Okay, as you can see, that was a technology sell-off, and a lot of the stocks that we experienced, even our copy SmartRobie has actually resulted in cutting loss. Okay, we cut loss, a lot of the trade, and the market has certainly pulled back. So right now we have a spring. Hopefully this spring will give us that sign of support, and the market pull back up. The last couple of spring was pretty good. There's one here, and then the market turned back up. We will see tonight whether this market is going to be pushing up here, up to this level. Okay, so we have one here, the spring. The last time we had a spring here, and that looks pretty good. We have a spring. So now we have another spring here. Maybe we'll get lucky and the market will move back up favorably for us. So those two stocks that we talk about here. Okay, and let me just bring up. So the first one is IBM. It's a technology stock. AI sentiment is quite positive. FA rating, let me just move it to this side here. So what we're trying to do here is basically get those information from SmartRobie, okay, and we copy them into our spreadsheet here, and then from here onwards we can make a decision in here. All right, so you can see the TA. This is let's look into the stock chart, stock comment. So it's 90%. Okay, 90% here. That's very positive. And this one, I have to do this. So can I make a decision based on what I just saw? FA rating of 2 we got the historical win rate of 85%, but S&P 500 is red. Okay, we just saw that just I just shared with you, red Pentagon. That's why we need to do that. And then what is the current US market sentiment? Okay, you can see from here, negative US government continue to shut down. We have an AI stock bubble, all right, but the perception is no interest rate cut, fear indicator weeks hit above 20. So those are really seems to be pointing to a negative. And then the buy call, right, which is actually we get from the trading plan for IBM. Okay, trading plan for IBM in here. So you can see the market works in this. So entry price is 317. Okay, and target profit is 331. So if my basic stand on the market is being negative, you can stay out. Okay, you can stay out in here. So that's having a bearish, and then you can sort of come back and look at it and see what. But for the exercise and for our onboarding, right, we will take the trade as it did, and we'll come back and analyze it in here overall based on those trades that we have taken. Okay, so you can see from here we have also GM, 6th of November. Right? No, GM is 7th of November. The Pentagon. Okay, so you can look at GM now. Hit here General Motors, which is a big car maker in US, General Motors. Hit that one. It's a 60% win rate. Let's rotate the chart here. You can see, yep, that's a nice chart. What we see here, market down and then push up, but who knows, huh? Hopefully we have a nice up move from here. And one of the things I like about this is the chart started to make its way up, and I think it also declared some sort of earning previously. So this is where we want to be seen onboarding on this chart here. So that's let's take a look at the other information that we have. Okay, we have can you make a decision for this chart? If you can, that's yes, you can take the trade. Right, as it is. If not, you can go back to the second level with the market sentiment and also buy call in here. So for this, you might say bullish, okay, and then you want to take the trade. So then we'll come back. So last week, some of our trade ideas that we go through. So that's about it. So you can see the 6 options that we have for our SmartRobie: fundamental, trading plan, exit strategy, and AI, and also the comment. It's sufficient enough for you to make a decision. And now bear in mind, with over market is sentiment. If you feel that you do not want to take the trade, that is fine, but for GM I might take the trade. Okay, then we go on to some of the past trade idea, which I'll share with you now. Okay, you go to the US. So the US one, ANET, we did hit 8% before the market corrected. The last one, Nike, did not go higher. It just went up from 69 from the Pentagon date and then come back. We only have one win for that one. So remember last week there was a sell-off in the US market and a lot of stocks has fallen. So with that, are we seeing the 2 stocks that we have picked this morning, GM as well as General Motors? We have to, but keep in mind also the Pentagon guided chart for the US market may see a rebound because we have a spring. Okay, so spring is the only, okay, I will just show you the chart here. You can see this is the spring. Would we see the spring like what we see, a pivot point where the market rebounded back, or will we see a continuation of sell-off tonight? So we definitely look at. But also join me on this coming Wednesday. I will talk about the AI stock bubble and what's the implication going forward. Okay. So those has been the so-called past result that we look at. So he has been sort of very mixed with it. But if you are looking for better results, can also check out our copy SmartRobie services that we've done. So Pentagon Guider really looks into the beginning of a stock uptrend, right? We hope to get that, and we've done that. And for our Muslim friends, if you're looking stocks that has given you some Sharia, right, you want to check out this website wahid.com and look into some of the stocks where we talk about are Sharia or not on this website here. So Pentagon Guider, green to buy, red to sell. All right, and also use the watch list. If you have any of your Magnificent 7 favorite stock, you want to put it in there and constantly checking it out. Now, of course, Pentagon Guider, we have also drive our new copy SmartRobie services. So I'll just talk briefly about this. This is the services you can subscribe right now via promotion for $29.90 for 3 months. You have a fund size for 10,000 US dollar. You divide it by 3,000, one trade per day. Just trading on US market in here, and this is the performance. You can go over to our SmartRobie, the Trade VSA website. Okay, let me just show you how you can get to it. Trade VSA website here, and then you go on to our services under copy SmartRobie services here, right? And then you can see all this, right? So right now we are going a string of down. You can see the last couple of trades hasn't been that great, and it happens. So sometimes it's very difficult for us human to follow, but the robot just does what it does as it follows a system of trading. Right now you can see it's still down, and they have a couple of good trades going into the early October, but of course the last week in here. You can look at AIG was a big sell-off here after the announcement was made, right? And then the earnings announcement was made, the market sell-off, but it did hold its level in here. We maintain a very small cut loss session from here. Emerson also same thing. Market did go higher, but then the AI sector sell-off, you can see this is a selling off in here. Hewlett Packard, same story too, and then we have to cut loss, and there were small losses like 3% in here, right? But we did get one good one, was Skyworks. And if you look back, Skyworks, if we did not exit at this point, which is about $85, market also go down. All right, it's just that we need the stocks to make higher for that purpose, for it to go higher right now. You can see also going back to Vanguard, this is also down. Yeah, you can see that right now. So following the S&P 500. So that's why your sentiment on market, it's important. You study it first, and then if you feel this is good, something you want to follow, I think this should give us a good result. So far it's in par with the S&P 500 in here, but it's a good way to learn to trade the US market by buying those shares, or you can mirror and copy and paper trade first. All right, so this is a new service. We hope you like it. We did analyze a few of our entry and exit in here. On Wednesday I'll show you some of the performance of my trade so far. I only started about 3 or 4 weeks ago. All right, so in summary, good thing about copy SmartRobie, make money while you learn in USD. You learn by watching. We have a weekly review like now. You gain confidence with a Pentagon Guider algo. Remember, we don't win all the time, and with the US market and with SmartRobie watching those trades, you can even trade when you are sleeping, because SmartRobie, the next day, if there is a profit taking or cut loss, whatever, or takes a period expired, because we don't hold the trade long, it's a short-term trading. But right now the market is biased for upside, we should be able to turn a positive. So you can subscribe in the marketplace in our SmartRobie app, click that one, and also a gentle reminder for the 29th of November for our CPE point. Alright, so that's all I have for this morning. And if you're not a member yet of our premium subscription, take note of our price increase. For our existing member, there's no change, but for new members joining in, it will be 23988. Okay, 3988. So we are really focusing on servicing a lot our existing customers, and for those of you, we have not raised the price for almost many years. So this is the first time we are raising the price to 3988. Alright, thank you for coming this morning. Our VSA members has a lot of success story, has continued to sign up right now. And if you have any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free to pencil the trades in there, and I'm happy to look into it. And don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram. And if you like what you see in our Telegram, right, and we have good tips, do comment on it, and also let us know how we can help you. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you on Wednesday.